Now, not so much fun being had in La Romareda. Zaragoza fans beginning to fear the worst. Remember, last season they put together that incredible run of winning 5 of their last 6 matches to stay up. Well, things are not going quite so well this time around. And against Athletic Bilbao, despite the fact that La Romareda had been sold out in the middle of last week, they couldn't get the result. The first chance of the game, Ponyo's cross, and Postiga gets his head to it. Tanechi almost turns it past his own goalkeeper, but I was going to say Aaron Thubia then. Gorka Rethov making the save. 1 minute later, and the cross from Paco Montañez. The header this time from Postiga. What about that? All the class of the Portuguese international past Gorka Rethov, and 1-0 to Zaragoza. And at that point, it did look as if it was going to be 3 points for the home side. It
really is a trademark header from Postiga, isn't it? A sublime finish. And great start for Zaragoza.
Down at the other end, Susaeta playing in De Marcos, and he fails to finish there with one of the best chances that they had in the first half. Athletic Bilbao, very, very disappointing season for them. But all the same, if they stay up, which they are going to do, then I suppose it could have been worse in their last season in San Mamés. Of course, they still have their last game ever to play in that stadium. Another chance at the other end for Zaragoza. It's a long shot from Rodri that Gorka almost makes a mess of. Slightly shaky first half for Gorka Rethov. Fortunately for him, that wasn't going towards the goal. De Marcos scores here, but the goal is ruled out for offside. Header at the far post.
Looks to be a correct decision. He does seem well forward, doesn't he?
So at half-time, Zaragoza with the 1-goal advantage.
Although there it's not quite so clear. It certainly fooled me from the earlier angle, but it does look as though he might have been in a legal position there.
Well, an excellent first half display, but they had to keep it going, and unfortunately for Zaragoza, they weren't able to do that. Postiga has the first effort, well saved by Gorka Rethov, although he pushes it straight out into the middle of the penalty area and is perhaps fortunate it doesn't fall to a Zaragoza player. This is on 50 minutes. It's going to be very important for them in the next 2 games, Postiga, if they are to get out of this very difficult situation that they now find themselves in. This is Bein with a free kick just over the bar, and you do wonder if of course Athletic Bilbao's disappointing season has got a lot to do with the fact that they sold their 2 best players. Will they do the same this summer? Whatever is happening there, Gorka, he just had one of those games, didn't he? Lucky, perhaps, all things considered, to end up on the winning side. He almost pushes that into the back of his own net, pushes it onto the bar instead. 35 minutes up in the second half. Llorente is on at this point. There's a shot from De Marcos, and Llorente just manages to stab it over the line. That was 10 minutes, with 10 minutes left of the game. So 1 apiece.
His second goal in 2 matches for Llorente in what's been presumably a very unhappy season for him, but that's actually a very cheeky finish, isn't it? It's the only way he can actually guarantee getting the ball over the line.
Good stuff from Llorente. 1 apiece then. Could they hold on for the point? Could they get themselves back in front? Aponya with the corner. Pinter heads the ball wide. 2 minutes to go, and at this point, well, every point matters down at the bottom. They had another chance here. Possible handball by Castillo after Bienvenu's shot. Some appeals to the referee.
Well, I think quite a good appeal. It may be
towards goal,
towards him. Whether it actually hits his hand or not, I'm not sure. But worth an appeal, certainly. And one of those decisions that at the end of the day count for a lot.
Well, it did, especially after this, because 2 minutes into injury time, it's absolutely brilliant down the right-hand side from De Marcos. He crosses, and it's Ibai with the back heel, and it could be bye-bye Zaragoza. They've still got 2 weeks left to save themselves, but this is a really bad result for them. It leaves them in the bottom 3, and certainly makes absolutely sure that Athletic Bilbao will stay up. The final score, Zaragoza 1, Athletic 2.
Well, the best goal coming from that game in the Romareda, it's scored by Bein Gomez. One of the few bright spots on the rather gloomy horizon for Athletic Club. Coming 2 minutes into stoppage time, it's a killer blow for Zaragoza as well. Brilliant work from Dimarcos down the right. Bein's finish is just majestic as well. Two outstanding individual touches of class from the Lions. There is hope for them next season. They certainly have quality. And Bein Gomez there. Well, you can hardly believe that goal. You can see it on his face there. Dimarcos just destroying that right-hand sided defence there. Perfect cross. And once again, as with Llorente's goal, Bein, the only way he can score is with that little back heeler. Llorente, as you can see, very much involved as well. Dimarcos, just a combination of power, skill, determination and class, and the finish from Bein quite